Bohr's model only explains monoelectronic systems. Let me tell you one thing. Of all the atoms in the periodic table, the atomic emission spectrum of the hydrogen is the simplest because there is only one electron, so that will transit between the different energy levels. Bohr's atomic model can only explain monoelectronic system. It can explain hydrogen, yes. What's about H positive and H negative? Does Bohr model explain these two? It is not having any electron and it is having two electrons. Bohr model is not going to explain these two. It will only explain those systems that consist of a single electron. What's about helium? No, because it is having two electrons. But what's about the helium positive? Yes, Bohr model deals it because it has only single electron in it. But if you say He plus 2 alpha particles, these are not explained by the Bohr's atomic model. Similarly, let me give you another example. What's about lithium? Its atomic number is 3, it has 3 electrons, no. Lithium plus, no, because 2 electrons. Lithium plus 2, yes, because it has only 1 electron. Now the question is why Bohr's atomic model fails to explain the multi-electron system, why it only explains the monoelectronic system. Because Bohr's model deals the force of attraction between the electron and the nucleus, which is Coulombic force, electrostatic force. If there will be another electron, Bohr model only considers the force of attraction between electron and nucleus. If there will be second electron, there will be force of repulsion between these two electrons as well, and this force of repulsion will disturb all results of the Bohr's model. So Bohr model explains only monoelectronic system because it only considers the electrostatic force, the Coulombic force, as we have already discussed it in the calculation of the radius, in the calculation of the energy of the electron revolving in the nth orbit. So in case of second electron, the Bohr model will flop. The second drawback was that Bohr said that electron revolves around the nucleus in closed circular orbit. But nowadays there is no concept of the closed circular orbits because a circle is two-dimensional. It means Bohr was trying to say that the electronic motion is two-dimensional. No, nowadays we know that the electronic motion is three-dimensional, and nowadays the concept of circular orbit, that is not given as much importance because all these assumptions of the circular model and like these days were based on the classical mechanics. But today we already know, and you people also know, that we deal the wave mechanics actually. The third drawback was that the Bohr model was unable to explain the Zeeman and Stark effect. What is Zeeman effect? When the source, listen, when the source emitting the spectral lines is placed near a magnet, the splitting of spectral lines takes place. This is called as Zeeman effect. Why this splitting takes place? Bohr model could not answer it. And when the source emitting the lines is placed near or in an electric field, again the spectral lines are splitted into the number of lines. And why this splitting takes place, Bohr model could not answer it. The last one was that when the spectral lines are seen through the high resolving spectrophotometer, then we see that each spectral line further consists of some small lines, which are called as the fine structures or multiple structures in the study of the spectrums. And what these fine structures and multiple structures mean, it was again not explained by the Bohr's model, because still the Bohr's model, there was no concept of the subshells, there was no concept of the orbitals, there was no concept of the spinning of the electrons clockwise, anti-clockwise, and the production of the associated magnetic field with it. So all these questions, they could not be answered without considering the idea of the wave mechanics, and the Bohr model was actually based on the classical mechanics. So it was quite evident that these questions could not be answered. It was further in the 1924 When the dual nature was studied of electron was studied by the de Broglie, then in 1927 confirmation, then the idea of the wave mechanics was based on some solid basis, and the idea of the wave mechanics was explained on some solid basis. Then these questions, Zeeman effect, Stark effect, multiple structures, motion of the electron, three-dimensional motion, multiple electron system, then these were explained on the basis of the wave mechanics.